Takumi jumped 1,300 times. He did 100 more jumps than Edwin. How many jumps did Edwin do? Now, if you haven't already cut out this problem and glued it into your notebook, please pause the video and take care of it now, because we're going to work through this problem next. All right, I'm assuming you already paused and you restarted, because now we're ready to go. So we have Takumi jumping 1,300 times, and we're just going to just do this in red. Okay, so this is Takumi, and this is 1,300 times. He jumped 100 more jumps than Edwin. So we're going to draw Edwin in blue. And Edwin had this many jumps. But then he had this many, which was 100. So Edwin plus 100 equals Takumi. So that's going to be our situation problem. So I will write that Edwin, which we'll just mark with an E, plus 100 is going to equal Takumi, which is 1,300 or 1,300. Now that we have this, we are ready to start, because we're going to try and solve for Edwin. How do we solve Edwin? Well, remember, we want to get our numbers on one side and our variable on the other. So our variable is here, so let's get rid of the numbers. How do we get rid of a plus 100? Well, we get rid of plus 100 by subtracting 100. Whatever we do on one side of the equal sign, we're going to do on the other side, minus 100 there. If I do this, this is going to go scribble, 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 gone, and all I am left with is E. Here, take 1,300 minus 100, I'm going to get 1,200. So Edwin did 1,200 what? Push-ups, 1,200 winks, 1,200 knuckle cracks? No, he did 1,200 jumps. Which brings us to our fourth problem, which is altogether the fourth graders jumped 345,127 times. If the fifth graders had done 2,905 fewer jumps, there would have been a tie. How many jumps did the fifth graders do? So why don't you guys take time, cut it out, paste it, while Mr. Winkman pauses and types. Altogether, the fourth graders jumped 345,127 times. If the fifth graders had done 2,905 fewer jumps, there would have been a tie. How many jumps did the fifth graders do? Well, let's start off with this. We're going to start off with fifth graders, and we're going to put them in black. And this is their bar. This is their comparison bar. Now, this currently is our unknown. We do not know this one right now. Now, we have the fourth graders who valiantly tried to keep up with the fifth graders, but they just couldn't do it because fifth graders are so awesome, right? Or they're something. So, the fourth graders, sorry, I was going to draw it, but decided they're right here. And they are, their number was 300, and I'm going to write below here, 345,127 jumps. Now, it says, if the fifth graders would have done 2,905 fewer jumps, there would have been a tie. So if the fifth graders would have taken out 2,905 jumps, there would have been a tie. So pretend that those are even. So how many jumps did the fifth graders do? Well, when we look at this right here, we're going to set up our situation equation to look like this. We're going to have x, and that's going to be, remember we're taking this away, so it's going to be x minus 2,905 is equal to 304. Oops, that's a I don't know why my stylus is skipping like that. 345,127. Now, our first thing is, remember, we want to get our variable all by itself. Here's our variable. We want to get it by itself. So what we have to do is we have to do the opposite of, well, in this case it's minus 2,905. What's the opposite of subtracting 2,905? Well, the opposite is going to be add 2,905. And whatever I do on one side, I have to do on the other. And boys and girls, we have to make sure that we're lining this up. This is my ones column, and here's where my comma would be. So we're going to put our comma there, and then 2,905. And I'm adding here, and this is going to go and cancel each other out. So what I will have left is x, and now I need to add these together. This is going to be 2, carry my 1, 3, 0, carry my 1, 8, 4, 3. So the fifth graders did 348,032 total, and I don't really have room, but I better label, so I'm just going to write jumps and just put an arrow right there. So that's it for video 3. Video 4 is basically the practice problems. So you're going to do last night, the soccer baseball game. Then we got Carla earning money compared to Shemaya. And then we have a chef with 935 plates. So I will stop this video and start the next one. But all I'm going to do is type them in and let you guys go to town.